Here are the two variants of Toybiz Bullseye from the Galactus BAF Wave and Hasbro's version of Bullseye from the Man-Thing BAF Wave. If you've watched most of my videos, I'm sure you guys know that I'm Team Hasbro, but the Toybiz Bullseye is one of the figures that still holds up even till now. The two Toybiz variants does not come with any accessories, but the Hasbro Bullseye comes with plenty of accessories. This pair of hands, a handgun, knife, unmasked head, a hand throwing 3 knives, and a pointing finger. The knife has decent sculpt, and there's a sheath for it at the back of the belt. And here's the handgun, which has been used with other figures as well, and it fits into the holster. Here's the hand with the knife throwing effect, really awesome. The hand with the pointing finger, which I think is quite cool when you want to do some poses with the figure. The right hand is a trigger finger hand, because you can see the index finger is apart from the other 3 fingers. But for the left hand, it actually isn't a trigger finger hand because the index finger is together with the rest of the 3 fingers. It's more for holding the knife, I'd say. And the unmasked head is really menacing. The bullseye is kind of engraved on the forehead, and he has a missing tooth, just like his masked head, which is really a nice touch by Hasbro. Yeah, there is a paint scratch right at the tip of the nose for my figure. For the appearance, there is a slight difference between the two Toybiz variants. Besides the difference in the head sculpt, one with a serious face and the other with the gritted teeth, the gritted teeth variant has these parts in kind of smoky grey color, instead of having it in pure white like the other variant. There is also a slight difference in the forearm. This one has missing white at the top part over here. For the Hasbro version, the head sculpt is quite decent and it has the standard clean Hasbro look, you know, really smooth plastic and paintwork. The white parts are simply painted, unlike the Toybiz version, which has a separate piece for this shoulder part. And also, look at the sculpted texture on the forearm and also the boots. And for the belt, the details on it is really 100 times better than Hasbro's version. The sculpt on it is really good, and the black wash really brings out the details of the sculpt. For both variants, this one is kind of smoky grey, like I mentioned earlier. There are dots along the pouches of the Hasbro belt and also the buckle over here, but the lack of paintwork on it and having it in total white really doesn't bring out the details at all. And the belt is also removable, unlike the Toybiz version, although you have to detach the leg at the thigh joint in order to really take out the belt. So although accessories wise Hasbro wins it, in terms of appearance, Toybiz definitely dominates this one. Although to me, the Hasbro version is kind of passable in terms of appearance, but the Toybiz version definitely wins it. For the articulation, the Hasbro version is on the Sunfire body mold, so both of them have the shoulder butterfly joint, double hinge elbow joints, and knee joints. Both of them also have the ab crunch and waist swivel and calf swivel. But of course, the main difference for Hasbro is that it doesn't have the ball hip joints anymore, no finger articulation, and has the ankle pivot instead of the hinge joints like the Toybiz. Toybiz has the articulated fingers, individually articulated. The articulated fingers does allow the figure to hold the knife, not too firm, but it doesn't really drop off. But it looks kind of funny holding the gun because you can't put the finger on the trigger. The ab crunch is quite decent. Waist swivel and the toe hinge joint. So in terms of articulation, I think both of them have decent articulation, just that I think most of us would prefer the Hasbro joint over the ball hip joint. But yeah, articulation is kind of on par with each other. So since both of the figures are quite good, how would the Hasbro version look like if it has the Toybiz head on? And luckily, I have a spare Toybiz head to try that out. It's really annoying that whenever we heat up the neck of the Toybiz figure and we try to pull the head out, the peg always comes out like this. So I'll have to remove this piece of neck joint. Oh man, it's really more difficult than I thought. Instead of getting the peg out, all I did was make it longer. Now I'll need to cut off the elongated part on the inside. Finally managed to cut it off. So here's how it looks like. I'm gonna need to Dremel in to make the hole bigger to fit the Hasbro figure. Here's my trusty Dremel 8200 and my set of drill bits. Alright, I'm done. Let's get this head on the Hasbro figure. Check this out. I think the Hasbro figure actually looks so much better with the Toybiz head. And it's really awesome that the paintwork actually matches. I actually also have this extra piece over here. It's not as white as this version, but let's just try it on. Okay, maybe not. I think the shoulder piece is kind of thick and it doesn't look nice on the Hasbro figure as compared to the Toybiz figure. So which version of Bullseye do you prefer? One of the variants from the Toybiz version, the Hasbro version, or the Hasbro with the Toybiz head? Do share it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Do check out my other simple mods in this playlist over here.